So this is Bastian. This is a video response to Cressil's video on Destiny equals the whole question mark, and this is actually an anti-hate video response because what is going on here in this video of Cressil is just how should I say, just spitting out some opinions and accusations. He's judging something that he obviously doesn't even know. He doesn't know anything about the Destiny material. He doesn't know anything about the principles that we stand for, and he doesn't know what equality and oneness actually means. He hasn't done any research, obviously. This is just bullshitting around with opinions, and he is trying to create a conflict or an enemy that isn't there. So when, for example, he states that members of Destiny would believe in some sort of Holocaust, or that will come a fall down of everything, and they would see themselves as the survivors because they apply the principles. That is, in short, a brief description of how he's perceiving the Destiny message. This is absolute bullshit. There's nothing true about this. This is just made up. And by the way, the Holocaust is nothing to believe in. The Holocaust is something that is going on now, right now on Earth, and it's going on for years and for aeons of time. There has been Holocausts around the world. Everywhere on the world there are people starving to death, being killed in wars, in civil wars, in wars from countries against other countries, suppressions, torturing, enslavement, all kinds of stuff. And nowadays in the capitalistic world times, people are being enslaved, and whole countries are being enslaved and exploited through the money system. And this is the Holocaust that is going on actually right now, and this is what we face and what we see as reality, and what everyone can see if he dares to stop the mind and stop the belief of that our world and our system was actually functioning. This is not the case. It is not functioning, and this is what we have to face. It never did function actually, and our system never really functioned, and it is not functioning right now. And the Holocaust is what is going on and what is being created through the system that we still support, and this is what we face, what we are facing as reality. So there's nothing to believe in some sort of Holocaust or fall down. This is an obvious fact. And on the other hand, if you don't see this and you still think that this is functioning and it will become better and better or something, then you actually are a believer and you believe in something that is actually not true. So please do your own research. The material is open, public, for everyone, accessible, and I don't need to go into detail here. This is for everyone to do. This is the responsibility of every single one to do. So he's going on. However, they say they are standing for everyone, and yet they keep saying fuck them, they're all abusers and yada yada, which means after all this Holocaust and all this shit in which they believe might happen, when they say, oh well, enjoy whatever because it won't last, and so on and so forth, and what they are all saying is that all that shall be left after this all goes down is going to be like-minded people like us. So we are standing for the whole. So again here, this is he's speaking about people of Destiny are believing in Holocaust and all that shit, and this is absolute nonsense. There's no relation to this in the Destiny material. This is absolute bullshit. No one here is a believer. We are taking reality as it is. We are facing reality as it is, and what we stand for is the actual truth, and to stop the beliefs and the hopes and the ideas and the ideologies and the fantasies about what is going to happen, and we stand as one and equal with life. So the point of the like-minded people, it is not about like-minded people here. It is about principles that are equal to and for everyone and for all life. So this is what may be called like-minded when we speak about Destonians. So these are common sense principles that everyone and each and every being can rely on and can agree upon. So there's nothing wrong about this if this agreement upon principles, if this is creating and allowing everyone to live equal to each other without actually harming anyone and without exploiting or abusing anyone. So this is the principle that Desteni is standing for. So this is equality. This is equality in oneness as life. So as the physical, as we are living here on this planet. So he's going on in this video. Really, they're just standing for themselves. Themselves are the whole, or what shall become the whole, apparently. So yes, in this case, we ourselves, when we are standing as one and equal to each other, are the whole. This is no question. But to stand as one and equal to each other means to actually see the equality as life and to see the principles that equal us all. And this is life as the physical, as the body. We all require the same things, the same material, the same nutrition, shelter, healthcare, and what else you can imagine. And this can be granted for everyone, and no one is going to be abused, so that some others can have all this, and those that are abused have to work and have to be enslaved in order to provide this. Then it is not equality, and then it's not necessary. So this is what we are standing for. So your next quote is, not to mention, I quote now, not to mention there is this one quote in which you cannot create a revolution with what has already been done. You cannot create a revolution and change with what's already been done. So actually, yeah, that's an obvious fact. How can you ever create a revolution or change anything with what has already been done? So this is obvious. I mean, you only have to take a look at all the revolutions that took place throughout the human history, and that they really never changed anything. The revolutionists of today become the abusers of tomorrow. This is the same circle over and over again. This is what took place in all revolutions. And it is the same principle as the deconstructing of the mind, of the human behavior, of the patterns that drag us as humans through our lives. So obviously we are able to realize that something is wrong with how we as humans are living on this planet, because we realize more and more that we are destroying our own basis of living, that we are destroying ourselves, not to mention all the other living beings that we are abusing, torturing, enslaving, and destroying. We are enslaving and destroying ourselves when we continue to live like that. And in order to change the human being and the human behavior, it is necessary to stop the mind and the structures of thinking, how they exist today in and as the human being. That needs to stop. We need to stop it and completely build it anew. So from a starting point of what is best for all, and that this is possible is absolutely obvious, because otherwise we wouldn't be able to realize this in the first place. And we are able to realize this, that we are living as the mind, and as that we are abusing and enslaving life in general. So it is not supportive for life. So when we realize ourselves as life, as one and equal, then we are able to deconstruct the behavior and thinking patterns and to start anew. Even Einstein said, and here's his quote, "We can't solve problems by using the same kind of thinking we used when we created them." And it is as simple and genius as that. So you cannot change, and you can as well, you cannot change the system with the system itself. So you can use it as a tool, but you cannot make something new out of it. You will have to deconstruct and eliminate the whole system at first and build something completely new. So there's no revolution. Revolution within the system doesn't work. So next, he says that Desteni Productions, not only is their material almost 90% of it not even theirs to begin with, you're talking about 90% of the material of Desteni, and you obviously have shown in your videos that you don't know anything of the material. Maybe you know 10% or 5% of it, and you have cross-read anything, but you don't know it. How could you say this is obvious? How could you say that almost 90% of the material was not theirs? It is obvious here that you are just stating something that has no basis, no foundation whatsoever. So, and on the other hand, it may be the material, or something, some ideas you find in it may sound familiar to you. This is not a question. Many of these things that you can find in the Desteni material have been said or stated in such a way or another way by other people through the ages and through the times. But the difference is, never have they really been applied. There have never been tools presented and provided in order to apply what those thinkers and those big minds have created as a theory. So, and never have people really dared to stop and to change and to question themselves as that what they perceive themselves to be as a human being, and what is the reason why you are a human being and why you see yourself the way you see yourself.